Imagine this. You're in the dim glow of a late-night laboratory, surrounded by the faint hum of machinery and the scent of scorched wires. A man hunches over his workbench, his hands blackened from endless experiments, his eyes weary but unyielding. This isn't just any inventor. It's Thomas Edison, the wizard of Menlo Park, on the verge of changing the world forever. But before he illuminated our nights with the electric light bulb, he stumbled through a staggering 10,000 failures. That's right, 10,000 attempts that fizzled out, sparked, or simply exploded in his face. Yet he didn't quit. He pressed on, declaring, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Welcome to today's deep dive into the science of never giving up, Edison's secret. If you're here because you're chasing your own dreams, whether it's building a business, mastering a skill, or just pushing through a tough day, stick around. This video is packed with insights that could transform how you approach challenges. And hey, if you're loving these inspiring stories, motivational biographies, and life-changing habits, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now. We upload fresh, educational videos every day, diving into the lives of history's greatest innovators, motivational tales, and practical tips to transform your life. Don't miss out. Subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you never skip a beat. Let's start by peeling back the layers on Edison himself. Born in 1847 in a small Ohio town, Thomas Alva Edison wasn't exactly set up for success from the get-go. As a kid, he was homeschooled after teachers labeled him addled or slow because of his endless curiosity and questions. He lost most of his hearing early on due to scarlet fever, which could have isolated him from the world. But instead of retreating, Edison turned it into fuel. He dove into books, experiments, and tinkering. By age 12, he was selling newspapers on trains and even set up a makeshift lab in a baggage car, until one of his chemical experiments caused a fire and got him kicked off. Talk about an early setback. Fast forward to his 20s, and Edison was already patenting inventions like an improved stock ticker, which earned him enough cash to open his famous lab in Menlo Park, New Jersey. This place became a hub of innovation, where teams worked around the clock. But success? It was built on a mountain of flops. Take the phonograph, for instance, one of his breakthroughs that recorded sound for the first time. Before that magic moment in 1877 when he shouted, "Mary had a little lamb," into a tinfoil cylinder and heard it play back, Edison had tried countless materials and designs that just produced garbled noise or nothing at all. Or consider his work on the electric vote recorder for legislatures, his very first patent in 1869. Politicians hated it because it sped up voting too much, killing the drama of debates. Total flop. Then there was the electric pen, meant for duplicating documents. It worked, but the market wasn't ready, and it faded into obscurity. Edison even ventured into iron ore mining in the 1890s, investing millions into a massive operation in New Jersey to extract low-grade ore using magnetic separators. It was a technological marvel, but economically, a disaster. The discovery of richer ores elsewhere bankrupted the project, costing him a fortune. Yet through all these, Edison's mantra remained: failure isn't the opposite of success, it's part of it. Now, what made Edison so resilient? That's where the science comes in, the real secret behind never giving up. Psychologists today call it grit, a term popularized by Angela Duckworth in her groundbreaking research at the University of Pennsylvania. Grit is that powerful combo of passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It's not about raw talent or IQ. It's about sticking with it when the going gets tough. Duckworth studied West Point cadets, spelling bee champions, and even salespeople, finding that those who scored high on grit were far more likely to succeed than their smarter or more talented peers. Edison embodied this. He wasn't the smartest guy in the room. Nikola Tesla, who worked for him briefly, was arguably more brilliant, but Edison outlasted everyone with his dogged determination. Diving deeper into the brain science, let's talk about the role of dopamine, that feel-good neurotransmitter. When we pursue a goal and hit small wins, our brain releases dopamine, creating a reward loop that motivates us to keep going. But what about failures? Neuroscientists like those at Stanford have shown that resilient people reframe setbacks as learning opportunities, which actually strengthen neural pathways in the prefrontal cortex, the part of the brain responsible for planning and self-control. Edison did this instinctively. Each failed bulb filament wasn't a defeat, it was data. He tested everything from carbonized bamboo to platinum, logging every detail meticulously. This iterative process is what modern innovators call failing forward. In fact, a study from Northwestern University analyzed over 46,000 patents and found that early failures in a career often predict later breakthroughs, as long as the inventor doesn't quit. If this is resonating with you, maybe you're thinking about that project you've shelved or that dream you've put on hold, pause for a second and smash that like button. It helps the algorithm push this content to more people who need it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We're just getting started here, with more videos on the horizon, like the psychology of Michael Jordan's comebacks and how J.K. Rowling turned rejection into a billion-dollar empire. I upload consistently every Tuesday and Friday, so you can count on fresh inspiration to fuel your week. Your support means the world and keeps this community growing. Speaking of J.K. Rowling, let's draw some parallels to show this isn't just Edison's secret, it's a universal science. Rowling, the Harry Potter author, was a single mom on welfare, battling depression after her mother's death and a failed marriage. She shopped her manuscript to 12 publishers, all of whom rejected it. One even advised her not to quit her day job, but she persisted, typing away in cafes while her baby napped. When Bloomsbury finally said yes in 1997, it was because an editor's 8-year-old daughter loved the first chapter. Today, Rowling's net worth is over $1 billion, and her story proves the power of resilience. Psychologically, this ties into learned helplessness versus learned optimism, concepts from Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology. People who give up easily fall into learned helplessness, believing failures are permanent and personal. Optimists like Edison and Rowling see them as temporary and specific, like, this didn't work, but the next one might. Another example, Walt Disney. Before Mickey Mouse, Disney was fired from a newspaper job for lacking imagination. His first animation studio went bankrupt, and he lost the rights to his character, Oswald the Lucky Rabbit, in a shady deal. Broke and betrayed, he could have packed it in. Instead, on a train ride back to California, he sketched a mouse that became Mickey. Disney's empire now spans theme parks, movies, and more, all because he refused to let failure define him. Science backs this up. A Harvard study on entrepreneurs found that those who had failed before were 6.1% more likely to succeed in their next venture, thanks to the lessons learned. So, how can you apply Edison's secret in your life? Start by embracing a growth mindset, as coined by Carol Dweck at Stanford. Believe that abilities can be developed through effort, not fixed at birth. When you hit a wall, ask, what can I learn here? Break big goals into tiny, achievable steps. Edison didn't invent the bulb in one go. He iterated thousands of times. Build habits like journaling your progress or meditating to boost emotional regulation, which fMRI studies show reduces the amygdala's fear response to failure. Edison, TRA Talent E, TAMM. Surround yourself with supportive people. Edison had a team of muckers who shared his vision. And remember, rest is key. Edison napped daily to recharge, aligning with sleep science that shows it enhances problem solving. As we wrap this up, think about where you'd be if Edison had given up after failure number 9,999. No light bulbs, no recorded music as we know it, no motion pictures. His secret? A scientific approach to persistence. Treat failures as experiments, fuel your grit with passion, and rewire your brain for resilience. You've got this. Never give up. If this video fired you up, drop a comment below. What's one failure you're turning into fuel right now? Like, share, and most importantly, subscribe for more deep dives into the science of success. We've got exciting stuff coming, like breakdowns on Elon Musk's relentless drive and the neuroscience of habit formation. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.